Good morning, dear guests. My name is Bekishev Rustam. I'm a first year mathematics student at Rustam University, and this is my video blog. And today the topic of my video will be inverse functions finding methods. I've chosen this topic because it deals directly with my major. Because my major is applied mathematics, it will help me to solve difficult problems of engineering and economics in the future. According to discrete mathematics book by Bostock, function is a rule that assigns a value of the domain of a function, a unique value of a codomain of a function. And today we are going to look through two basic methods of finding the inverse functions. First will be interchange of variables, and second will be inverse series of operations. The first method is the interchange of variables. According to Bostock, pure mathematical books, the basic principle of this method is to change x and y with places. And we will see how it works on the linear function. Let linear function be equal to y is equal to 3x plus 1 over 5. From a definition of a linear function, it's only a straight line in the xy axis. Now we should do steps with elementary mathematical operations. Elementary mathematical operations include subtraction, addition, multiplication, and division. First, our step will be to multiply both parts by 5, and we will have 5y is equal to 3x plus 1. Our next step will be to subtract from both parts 1, and we will have 5y minus 1 is equal to 3x. And our last step will be to divide both parts by 3, and we will have x is equal to 5y minus 1 over 3. Now we should do mathematical trick. We have x is equal to 5y minus 1. Now we should change x and y with places. And now we have y is equal to 5x minus 1 over 3. It will be the inverse function of y is equal to 3x plus 1 over 5, which we took as an example. If we look at the graph of these two functions, we will see that they are both straight lines. This will be our first graph, and this graph will be our inverse function. Here is y is equal to 3x plus 1 over 5, and here y is equal to 5x minus 1 over 3. As we could see, they are symmetric according to this black line. Our second method is inverse series of operations. According to Sedner, Understanding Pure Mathematics books, we will also look through this method on a linear function example. We will also take the same function, y is equal to 3x plus 1. As I said previously, it's only a straight line in the xy axis. In order to find the inverse function of the function y is equal to 3x plus 1 over 5, we have to create and look through the operations by which this function was created. First of all, there was x, but it was multiplied by 3, and we will get 3x. Then we take and add 1 to 3x, and we will have 3x plus 1. Our next step will be to divide 3x plus 1 by 5, and we have 3x plus 1. Our next step will be to do inverse operations to find the inverse function. That's why we should go in the inverse order. Here we have x, here we have multiplication by 5. The inverse operation of multiplication is division. So we will have to multiply x by 5, and we have 5x. Our next step will be to subtract minus 1, because here we have addition to 1. And we have 5x minus 1. And our last step, we have multiplication in the beginning. The inverse operation of multiplication is division. and we have to divide 5x minus 1 by 3. So we have 5x minus 1 over 3. We see that the inverse function is the same as we had in the previous method, but this method is much more complicated. On a comparison of two graphs, we'll see that our function 3x plus 1 over 5 is here, and the founded inverse function of it 5x minus 1 over 3 is here. So the graphs are the same and they are parallel to this black line. Thank you for watching my video. To sum up with, today we looked through two different methods of finding the inverse function. First method was interchange of variables, and second was inverse operations with variables. I used information from such interesting books as Sadler, Understanding Pure Mathematics, Boston, Pure Mathematics Fundamentals, and Bostock, Discrete Mathematics. It also could be said that today's interesting material is only the tip of the iceberg. Subscribe to my channel, and I promise that in the future my videos will be much more interesting and cover more deep material from mathematics.